Welcome to another edition of the Rashad Mills Show, courtesy of PowerOfPurposeRadio.com. Guys, you could have been anywhere in the world on this Tuesday evening, but you decided to be here with me, and for that, I am definitely appreciative of that. In addition to that, I'm also excited because I have three amazing guests. To my left, Mr. Eric Randall, next to him, Mr. Michael Foy, and next to him, Mr. Chris Campbell. Now, what's amazing is about divine intervention. I have reached out to Eric last week in regards to having the opportunity to do some networking and actually do some public speaking. And Eric was so gracious. He said, man, come on down to What's So Funny Wednesdays. And we'll talk about that later, one of the many business ventures that these guys are involved in. He gave me the opportunity to speak, and I said, why not return the favor, bring Eric and his team aboard. Guys, thank you for being here this evening with me.
Thank you for having us.
So, as I mentioned earlier, all of you guys are entrepreneurs, right? So go ahead and introduce and just tell people about your respective businesses.
Okay. My name is Chris Campbell, born and raised here in Baltimore. I'm the CEO of Full Circle Entertainment, which has the What's So Funny Wednesday shows, and I also own All Star Quality Cleaning Services. We clean carpets, upholstery, we lay floors, practically all services all around that you could possibly need.
Well, that's really good. I like that company. They actually do good work. I had them clean my carpet, so they're pretty good. All right, so my name is Michael Foy. I own CM Mobile Detail. We're an auto detailing company here in Baltimore, Maryland. However, we service the entire DMV area within a 30-mile radius. So anything involved with your cars, motorcycles, anything that's moving, we detail. We do decks as well. We partner up with All Star Quality Cleaning. We'll do your deck. And we offer a lot of additional services. You can go on our website, www.cmmobiledetail.com. Social media, CM Mobile Detail. You can find more information on that.
What's going on? It's Eric B. Easy Randall, motivational speaker, fashion designer, credit specialist, numbers guy. I'm just a jack of all trades. Whatever I put my heart into, that's what I'm known for.
Just involved in a little bit of everything. One of the initial questions that I wanted to ask you guys, and you can answer in any order, it really doesn't matter. How did you guys all come together? Was this something like you guys were 8 or 9 years old, y'all were playing in the sandbox, playing pee-wee football, and then this relationship just grew? But how did you guys come together? That's what I'm curious about.
Well, on my end, Chris hit me up about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. And we had been seeing each other throughout the club scenes, just Baltimore, and he was just like, you want to sponsor my event? And I was like, what? And I was like, what's your event? And he was like, I did this comedy show. And I was like, whatever, like literally. And I was like, okay, but how much? And he was like, I think it was like $150 to put the banner, my logo on the banner. And I just kept thinking promo. I'm never going to be there. I don't got time, but it'll help him out and it'll help me out. And I gave him the $150, and I really didn't show up prior to like almost a year later. Like I literally paid for the spot and never came to the show. And we just kind of grew from there. And then Mike came into the picture like last year. And I'm real slow to bond with people.
Okay.
And he just kept sticking around. He just, a genuine guy. And we just end up forming a brotherhood. That's on my end.
Well, to pretty much piggyback off of what Eric is saying is that about a year ago, let's say about 3 years ago, my business has been open for about 3 years this year. I was terminated from my job. I used to work for the state of Maryland for 12 years. I was terminated. So I was fortunate enough to have money saved up, for working for 12 years, into my pension and my savings. I was able to take some of that money and open my business. So when I heard about the comedy show, I love to laugh. I love to laugh. Comedy is the path of life for me. I stopped by the show. I liked it. I liked what they were doing. I'm always wanted to be active in the community more, so this gave me an opportunity to do so. But what Eric didn't know is we used to work together at Best Buy.
Yeah, you never knew this.
Never knew.
Okay.
Years ago, it was like, I used to see that Caprice parked sideways, taking up 2 spaces. That's how I used to park his Caprice.
2 spaces, though?
Yes, man.
Okay, I got you.
But once I came to the show, and I said I want to be a part of it. So I stuck around. I kept coming, and then again met up with Chris and told Chris, I want to be a part of the show. He told me what I needed to do. The following year, we all got together, made it happen, and created What's So Funny team.
And When I started Full Circle Entertainment, I loved helping the community. I loved helping my community as much as possible. When I had children at a young age, so it was important to me to make sure that all the children in the neighborhood more so knew each other, had a relationship with one another. It take a village to raise a child.
Oh, absolutely.
So I love bringing people together, whether it was a free cookout or whatever the case may be. That's what I would do. So I started Full Circle Entertainment as a platform to use entertainment as a way to raise money for the community. So I just went in. I dived in. I had a dope concept, and I dived in, and I did it. And then I ended up, I think I did it for a year. And then I hooked up with Easy. And Easy actually put his name on became one of my first sponsors. He's one of the first people, my business conversations that I had with somebody and got a sponsor from my actual business. And that kind of gave me hope. I see everything that he was doing. Like he said, we didn't really know each other, but I knew who he was. He knew who I was. I see he was doing things. He doesn't know he inspired me to even start the comedy show in the first place before we even met. You feel me?
Tell us how, because you use that word inspired. And that's one of the things that here at the radio station in my own personal life that I live by and I look for inspiration. So tell us a little more how he inspired you.
Well, I always didn't like authority. I knew I never wanted to. I never liked taking orders, but I knew I was good at everything that I did. I knew that I wasn't expendable. So it was something about me at a young age, that just didn't want to work for anybody. And as I graduated in Randallstown, we went to Randallstown together. And I just seen him, he had his own business in high school, starting off in high school.
Wow.
That was inspirational to me because everybody else was learning how to get a job and a degree to go work for somebody. And I seen him at a young age wanting to work for himself. So it just sparked something in my head, And I think right after high school, I became a carpenter. After I got laid off, but I had all these skills. I started working for a carpet cleaning company. Started working with a couple other carpet cleaning companies, and learning the knowledge. And I just picked up from them. I see that he never gave up. And then I ended up meeting Mike last year. And Mike, like he said, he came aboard with the comedy shows. And it's hard when you're an entrepreneur to work with people that actually see your vision. A lot of times they see the money, people that want to work with you, they see the dollars or whatever, but they don't see your passion. They don't see your vision. That me and Eric started to already develop. And then here comes Mike, and Mike out of nowhere. I don't know him, I just know that he was passionate about washing cars, and I'm passionate about cleaning carpets. And I'm bad and he's bad. So,
right.
like I got a car that need cleaning, but I seen that he was passionate about what he does as well, too. So it just kind of works, and I just came across these two guys. Like, that's pretty much how I have, man.
One of the questions I want to ask you guys, and we could start this time in the middle with Michael, is Eric and I were sort of talking while you guys were talking. Weren't being rude. We were just really, being attentive. And one of the things that I heard was a common theme is I got laid off. How did that drive you even more to be an entrepreneur? Because let's face it, in the African-American community, a lot of times, especially as men, we are taught, you go to school for 4 years, you get yourself a good job, you work 40 years, you get a percentage, whatever they're going to give you, and you call it a good life. I mean, how did you guys develop it other than the fact that you had to put food on the table, you were laid off? What was the driving force behind you guys being entrepreneurs?
Well, my daughter.
Okay.
That'll
do it.
Yeah.
Pampers are expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a
formula.
Yes.
Don't forget formula. Yes, absolutely.
Listen, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and it was either do something or do nothing, right? So my goal was to, after I retire in 2029, to open my business. Had a retirement, open my business, be smooth sailing. I had it all planned out. God had another plan. He said, listen, we're going to do this now. Now, I'm going to take you through some challenges to get there, but just stick with it. And I've been sticking with it. I'm not homeless. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm okay. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing. So I use my daughter as a driving tool and use God as that avenue to get where I want to be.
Wow.
And I'm just keep every day. And I remember when I first started, I was calling people to get their car washed. Hey, you want your car washed? Hey, you want your car washed? I had one van. I had bought this van from Virginia, drove it up, got a flat on the way up, had to get it towed to get 4 new tires on it. And now, man, we got customers calling us left and right. We do appointments only. I only call any. I'm not calling nobody. They
Wow.
calling me. So it's just a blessing, and just to be able to give back to the community. We do a lot of work for this city, and everybody knows we don't have to sit up here and tout our accolades. But just to work with these two guys, man, it's just a blessing. So yes, I used to work for the state of Maryland for 12 years in the corrections area. I worked with K9, the state police, Baltimore City Police. So I work with all of them, and a lot of people don't know really my story because that's the past. And I have moved away from it. And now that I'm able to work more in the community, we do back to school drives, we do Easter egg hunts, we do feed the homeless. Actually, this Sunday coming up, we'll be feeding the homeless at 120 North Front Street from 1 to 3 p.m. We just do so much. And so that was my driving tool, my daughter. Either do something or do nothing. So I decided to do something.
I like that. That's a good quote. Actually, I may have to steal that, Mike. Put it on a T-shirt next week.
Sum it up, I had a daughter at a young age as well too, and I had to raise her by myself. So it was, I didn't know how to be a father at the time. My biggest strong points that I realized about myself is that I'm a protector and I'm a provider. Those are the things that I know how to do. So when I was raising my daughter by myself, I had to find a hustle. I had to hustle almost anything to provide for this girl. So I learned the trade. Like I said, I graduated out of high school, became a carpenter, got laid off, and then I worked for some carpet cleaning companies, and then I just pretty much did my own work on the side. But the carpet cleaning company, they was actually paying me as a 1099. So I was technically my own boss already.
Okay.
So I'm like, at a young age, I'm 19, I'm saying, what? I work for myself, this is my own company, so they're teaching me about taxes. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough money, so I wound up working for a full-time job at Doron. They ended up firing me because they knew that I was on the phone making emails because I still had a business that was running on the side.
Okay.
I just had a full-time job. So, man, I'll tell you, it's nothing but God. I got fired on a Tuesday. Towson University called me up on Wednesday. The next morning, it was like, we need you to clean all our dorms while the kids are out of college right now. I made $14,000 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
I ain't never. Once I saw that it was real, for myself, that was all I said. I was like, if I can find this accidentally, imagine if I went looking for it.
So being fired was great for you.
Oh, best thing. See, that's the thing.
It was great.
They threatened me with a good time, and I didn't realize it until I left. They be like, we're gonna fire you, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh no, what I'm gonna do? Gotta pay my bills. And then when they fired me, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And that's what they want any other job. They want you to be afraid for your job. They pay you just enough so you don't quit. You do enough just so therefore you don't get fired. But
it was a blessing.
It was a blessing, and now it helped me realize what kind of boss I want to be for my employees. If somebody's gonna work for me, I want them to be proud to work for me, not scared to work for me, So that's my story.
You guys are dope.
So Eric, your story is based on what Michael told us, that you actually had businesses coming out of high school.
Well, what happened was I went to Poly. I graduated top 100. I went into Chill Boy.
So you're pretty smart.
I'm okay.
You're a pretty smart guy. Okay.
Pretty cool. I'm all right. And I ain't gonna let nobody get over on me. But I put it to you like that. That was one of my things I said coming out of high school. No matter what I did in life, I would know everything about what I was doing so that therefore nobody could ever get over on me. So that's just a tidbit to any business owner out there. Before you go full-fledged into business, make sure you know every aspect of your business so there's no loopholes for people to burn you. But anyway, I graduated high school, top 100. I went to college on a full ride, Granville T. Woods scholarship. Rest in peace, Miss Bowie. She passed from cancer, but that's who helped me get into college. Okay. So I know she's looking down on me every day. And I had 88 credits, and I dropped out. Full ride, laptop, everything.
Why?
Because I was tired of doing what people tell me to do.
Okay.
I was only in college.
Fair enough.
I was only in college. Well, I believe I love higher education, but a $80,000 piece of paper doesn't tell me what I'm gonna be in life. That's just my opinion on it. I respect degrees, but don't tell me your degree means more, that you accomplish more than me in life. That's another subject. But anywho, I was just in there for my mom, who still resides in Cali, but she's a lot more involved. And my grandma, back in the day, they barely was leaving, graduating high school.
Right.
So everybody wanted me I was that one in the family. It was like, you're doing good in school. I've been valedictorian and all, salutatorian, all that, middle school, elementary school. And I just was like, nah. Mm-mm. And I made a polo. I still sell it to this day with a bear on it. And I was like always Mr. Pop. I was like class president and all that stuff, track and all that stuff. And I wore it to shout out to Wayne Davies at the Paradox. And that's what Mike's saying. At the time when I graduated, I was working at Best Buy during the day and then McDonald's on Belmont overnight because it was 24 hours at the time. So I was literally working 2 jobs and taking 18 credits.
Wow.
Every day.
So you were hustling at an early age.
I was, man. I've been hustling since been hustling. I was selling candy in school. Like I always just had something in me, man. It was just like I wasn't going to do the ordinary. I wasn't going to do the ordinary. But I got fired from both. That's why I was laughing. I got fired from Best Buy because they told me I could use my discount for my godmother, and then when I used it, they fired me. So they like literally set me up. I asked for permission, and then they fired me. After they gave me permission.
But they told you could use it.
They told me I could use it. I swear thank you, Best. Is anybody working for Best Buy? I heard y'all going out of business, but thank y'all. Thank you, Best Buy. Anyway, I did too. That's another stuff. Shut up, Chris. You had your time to talk. Shut up. So, got fired from Best Buy. And then McDonald's, I was just MF tired. I was tired. You know what I'm saying? On the radio. I was tired. Mm-hmm. And it was overnight, I was, trying to clean up, flip burgers, mop. I was like, man, I can't do this. This is not for me. I'm smart. I'm an IT guy. I was going to school for engineering. Mm-hmm. I was messing with computers since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? I was doing networking at 9 years old.
Wow.
So because I went to private school, shout out to St. Ignatius Middle School. My CILI guys. But yeah, man. Anywho, point is, I got fired both my jobs, and actually, my last full-time job I got fired from. I pretty much, like Chris said, I got fired from everything. Other than my last job, I literally 6 years ago, I went to work and I was like, this not for me. I was working at Unica, who's out of business. It's funny, half of the jobs that I work for are out of business now. Ain't that something? Half of the jobs I work for are out of business now. I'm dead serious. They either going out of business or they out of business.
You see a trend developing?
See a trend developing. Mm-hmm. I'm right here though, right? And I walked into work and I had my time card like this. And I was like, I ain't gonna never need that again a day in my life. I'm just not gonna even punch in. Y'all have a nice life. And I walked out the store and I haven't punched a clock in 6.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I never turned back. Haven't asked for a job, haven't signed an application, and ever since then my business flourished because I put that energy that I was putting into somebody else's dream into my dreams, and it just took off.
One of the things that I want you guys to answer for all the entrepreneurs out there that are actually watching. Right now, people don't understand being an entrepreneur. You have to go out and hustle so your kids can eat, so you can eat, so you can live the lifestyle that you want. Tell people the biggest tool that they would need in order to be a successful entrepreneur.
For me, and then we can go this way since it started. The most successful tool.
What's the tool in your bag that you would say, man, you have to have this to be successful as an entrepreneur?
Humility.
Wow. Why humility?
Because it's so, when I was young, when I was 21, hit close on that, Chris. Hit close on. When I was 21, that was my first fiscal year. I started when I was 20. And so 21, I made like 60,000 my first year in business. So I don't know what they talking about. You lose your first year. I don't know nothing about that. But I lost it all because I didn't know what to do with it. I was arrogant. I was flashy. The cars. You said my Caprice, I spent like 15,000 in my Caprice. Painted and rims, and I'm pulling everywhere, and I'm popping bottles. I'm literally in every club. So I can relate to a lot of these, like the little scooters and all that. I was like that. I was really that guy in the city. And it's easy to get consumed, man. It's easy to get consumed and lose focus, chasing women, chasing money, getting caught up with drugs, and everybody want to be your friend. Everybody want to be your DVDs. Everybody want to. I was literally, and anybody can tell you my Facebook, I'm telling the truth right now. I was literally that guy. I had my own car, own insurance, own place. I'm talking about 21. I was out. The roofs flying. You know what I'm saying? And but looking back on it, I lost so much because I got absorbed in myself. So, if there's any business owners out here that's listening to me or online right now, listening to any of us, just be humble, man. It does not beseech you to get a lot of money or become what people deem as successful through materialistic BS, because that's what it really is. And forget who you are and where you came from. And that's why I call these guys my brothers, because we deal with the community. You know, everything we do is about Baltimore. Everything we do is about the kids and the community. So from me to any business owner that's listening online or on live or through the microphone or in this room, just stay humble. I don't care if it's gonna be times we make $20,000 a year, and honestly, everybody up here that made over 6 figures before in their life, you know, working for themselves. You know, at different point. Now, I ain't gonna say we grossed it at the deductions. Yeah. So listen. I don't care if you ain't never added up. It's happened. If you're in business, you make a lot more than you think you did. But trust me, if you do the wrong things or you get absorbed or you play around and blow that money, you might as well just made 15,000, because that's what it's really gonna boil down to. You still gonna be stuck. Still gonna be behind the bills. And when you look up, everybody who was there popping bottles with you gonna be gone. Seen it a million times. So please stay humble, because everything you got can be gone in an instant, through a fire, through an accident, through somebody robbing your bank account temporarily. I mean, everything you got can be gone in the blink of an eye.
You stole my term. Humility was my term. But I got another one. Yeah, I have another one.
It's a great answer.
Mine's going to be energy. You need energy. And these guys will tell you, I'm the master marketer. I'm the market king. When it comes to marketing, I'm that guy. And because I'm able to relate to people, you know, we've had other radio stations, one of the largest radio stations in Baltimore, support us. We've had DTLR Radio, top DJs, co-hosts come out and support us. I've had Ringling Brothers, the circus.
Wow.
I do their trains when they come to town. A lot of people don't know that. You know, so having energy is being able to get out there, pass out your flyers to people that might not want them. Talking to people that might not want to hear you, but giving a flyer and telling them what you're doing, and that you're a community-based business. See, we're not just ordinary businesses. We're a community-based business, which means we are in the community, take profits from our business, and reinvest them back into the community. That's what we do. And anybody that know us, know that's what we do. You see us, we've adopted families. We take money out of our pockets to feed the homeless. I take money out of my pocket for anybody, you know. And that's just how I am, because I have a big heart. But like Eric said, you're just not going to take from me, or you're not going to get over on me. We're not going to have that, because before I make a decision, I'm going to consult with these guys. And that's just, so have energy. Be able to get out here, pass out 10,000 flyers. Be able to get out here, put flyers on cars. I don't care where I'm at. They could tell you I'm passing out flyers. Personal time, business time, we passing out flyers. You know, and that's just how we do it. So have energy, and just know everybody has a gift. See, I wasn't going to get into this to closing, but I might not get the mic back after Chris.
No, speak. no, that's very important. Speak on that. The gift.
See, there's a difference between having passion and having a gift. Everybody, gift is given to them by God. So whatever your gift is, know your gift and pursue it. A lot of people are scared to live in their gift. And until you're living in your gift, you're not having fun. You're not living life.
Wow.
Man, we're having fun living life because we living in our gift. We've been invited to go to New York. We done been up to New York. We done been to the Bad Boys concert. You know, we done been around the world. We've been around. And because we're living in our gift. So living your gift, if you don't know what your gift is something that you can do without no hard work at all. You could just wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm going to go braid somebody's hair. I'm going to go fry some chicken. I'm going to go wash a car. I'm going to go clean a carpet. I'm going to make some clothes. I'm going to speak on the mic. I'm going to motivate people. God give everybody a gift. So know what your gift is. Live in your gift, and you'll be fine.
All right. My tool that I would just pretty much say is that I normally use, it would be ambition. Ambition, you gotta have ambition, because anybody can sit here and say they want to start a company, start a business, and then as soon as things get tough, they fold. They fold. They don't want to do it no more. This ain't fun no more. But it's never gonna be fun. You gotta have that ambition to go for what you want. Because you can have anything you want in the world. If you want your own business, you can have your own business. If you want to start your own daycare, you can start your own daycare. But you got to have that ambition, because people aren't going to believe you when you say you're going to start something. And then a lot of people are scared of, what if I do this and I don't get no customers, You, like they say, you got to get out there. You got to grind. You got to hustle. You got to pass the flyers around, even the people who don't want them, and go and throw them in the trash, which goes with humility, because you feel like, dang, this is my good product, and this person just threw my flyer on the ground and didn't care about it. You know, and when you... I just pick it up. Right. Because the average person wouldn't pick it back up. They got too much pride about that. You know, but so it all goes into play. You know, ambition. Ambition is the best tool you can't do it without ambition. You can't, because it's going to be hard. It's just like when you're working out. You know, if you're working out, if you exercise, you need ambition to get up every day and go and stick to your goals. You know, so ambition is the tool that I will use.
The next question you guys already spoke upon it, but I want to revisit it in some form. And this question, this community, I guess we could say activism that all of you guys have and you speak about so proudly, where did that originate from? And with all the madness that has been going on in Baltimore, I mean, we could just go back to last year and some of the things that have been happening, especially with our young black guys in the streets. Do you guys feel an added pressure to continue to be community activists and give back and let young people see you out in the streets, giving back for different causes, adopting families? Is that an added pressure that you guys a good pressure, I could say? Do you take that on?
I accept any pressure. You know, that's fine if that's what you want to call it. But these problems already existed before we even started, any of our businesses. It's just been, the issues have been getting worse, but it does give me the drive to not want to give up. The more all the bad stuff that I see, that does give me my ambition as well, my motivation to keep going, because we're not that old. We're not old. I just turned 31, so I'm still in touch with the 25s and the 22s, and even the younger ones that I have 11-year-old daughter, I have 19-year-old sister, so I'm really in the community as much as possible, in the schools, in my children's schools. I have daughters, so I have sleepovers, I allow my daughters to have sleepovers with the kids from a school, just so therefore, I can be a part, so they know who I am, and they also know what I do as well too, because these children need that spark. They need to see it for themselves. Like it wasn't, you couldn't tell me that if I was going to start my own company, I could make $14,000 in 2 weeks. I had to see it. And that's what the children are. I used to be a young man. I had to see it. You told me I could make money doing something, let me see it first. And then once I see it made money, then I'm on it, because we smart. We can pick up on anything, Same thing. Girls be like, oh, all right, my homegirl need a hair done. I'll braid it. Okay, she gave me $20. Oh, it's a spark. Let me do hair for money, So the children, these young teenagers, need to see an example or examples, and hopefully we can, which we have, spark other examples other than ourselves, of comedians. Instead of kids want to be rappers and stuff now, R&B artists, which is awesome, but or drug dealers, which are worse, but these are things that they see, and it sparks the interest in their minds. And we can show them that you can make it being a comedian. Now they might want to be a comedian. All these kids think it's, they're funny in school. You got class clowns. I was talking to a comedian, I don't want to say his name, but he was actually interested in taking a youth program in the schools where the class clowns came to. He would teach them. I mean, they'll go through the curriculum, but then they'll have the comedian sets, teaching them how to do stand-up and actually use that energy for something positive, but they need that spark. They got to see it. If you don't see it, you don't know it exists. If no one sees our comedy show, they don't even know it exists. So the first thing is just knowledge and being an example for all the younger children that's involved, and trying to bring the adults and the parents together as well too. Okay. We can come together and have a good time and party at our events. We can come together and feed the homeless too.
Wow.
You feel me? So that's just what I gotta say.
I think you touched on it all. I don't feel no added pressure. What I feel is my duty. I feel it's a duty to serve our community, because if we don't do it, who gonna do it? Those corner stores ain't doing it. Let's be real. Those corner stores ain't doing it. Those liquor stores ain't doing it unless they black owned. So if we take care of our community, we don't worry about who else feeding the homeless. You know, we join feeding the homeless with C Charm City, who that's his thing from his mom. So we just joined with him to let him know we got your back, brother. We see what you're doing. We're going to join you, because it's not about just starting it up on our own. It's about joining somebody else that's doing something great. Just like people want to join us, we're going to join somebody else to show that we can humble ourselves and we're not too head honcho, as lack of a better term, to join. So I don't feel it's added pressure. I feel it is my duty to give back. I feel it is my job. I feel that other young people need to see that you can come from nothing, lose everything, get fired, and be successful. I'm from Park Heights and Belvedere. Is where I grew up at. I used to fix bicycles, fix flats on bikes for the drug dealers for $1. Go to the store, buy my patches and glue. Everybody know, and it's like, I can make $1 doing this? All right. And the guy around the corner was making $3. I said, oh, my prices need to go up. No wonder everybody coming to me. So raise my prices. And it was just great, man. Life is so good. But I don't feel no added pressure. I just do it because that's what I want to do, and that's what we doing. And who cares if it's added pressure, honestly.
Y'all guys got the good answers. Let me think. I'm just tired of us fronting.
What do you mean by that?
How can you tell somebody get off the corner but you don't own no property on it? Everybody want, own something, or no, they don't want to own something. That's the problem. They get off my territory, get off my block. Watch me in this fancy car, watch me in this fancy belt, watch me in this fancy. But at the end of the day, and I said it earlier, you're gonna die, with a broke soul. So it is my innate responsibility to use my platform, even if my platform isn't as high as the next man's or high as the next young lady's, or that's not my concern. I know that I have an innate ability to connect with people. I know that people who see me, like Michael, come up from working for somebody, selling clothes out the trunk of my car to where I'm at now. So as long as those people continue to engage and follow my growth, I'm going to help them grow. I think way too many people make it or make it past where people think they are, and then they turn on people because they feel like so many people tried to bring them down, and now it becomes an animosity thing. I'm going to ish on this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it because they told me I couldn't do it. I'm gonna ball out because I was broke. And whoa, do something that's gonna help the next man. I'm gonna say this. What does it beseech you? What does it benefit anybody to get something to shine on somebody when you can help them shine together? So if I buy a car that's nice, it's only to show you that you can get it too. Even if that's not your dream car, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I'm literally going to dealerships with people, or before they go to the dealership, I'm using my knowledge to break down numbers and percentages to tell them what is the possibility of them driving away in that car before they even reach or touch the disappointment at the dealership.
But how do you get that mentality into people? Oftentimes people have a mentality, oh, he has a nice car, he's trying to show off at my expense. So how do you get that mentality into people?
The humility.
Okay. Bring it back home.
It's how you approach somebody. If you pull up on a block full of kids in Cherry Hill, right, and they say Cherry Hill don't really have a lot of kids that's seeing anything outside of negativity blossom, why would you pull up in that hood and jump out and blast your music and sit on your hood? You're basically telling them that when you get money, you stunt and you flaunt. But if I get out and I hand out a bunch of brochures and I say, hey, guess what? Can y'all take one of these? And they say, what's this? I say, I'm a business owner. I help people, make clothes, or I fix their credit. Oh, for real? You can make money? You can get one of these doing that? I've just changed the mentality. So let's worry less about what the drug dealers are doing with their time and their money. Let's worry less about what the athletes are doing with their millions and come back to our community, and let's build our own communities. Won't you get your ASS out there? You know what I'm saying? After you work 9 to 5, and let a kid know that you got your house or your car by hard work. if enough of us come together and display the hard work aspect, it'll overshadow the negativity.
It's a great answer.
That's just how it works, man. You got to use your platform to help people.
Great answer. Guys, we are approaching the end of the show. We have a few minutes left, and I just want to have you guys just go through again and tell people how they can find you. Again, just an opportunity to tell people about your respective businesses. And then at the end of the show, I sort of do what we call a little rapid fire where I'll throw some things at you and see how you respond. Now, it's not that bad, but I definitely want you guys to promote your business. I know you have a one-man motivational show coming up on December the 6th. So, guys, it's an opportunity to go ahead and let people out there know how you can reach them, social media, and what you have going on.
So on December the 6th, first time that I've ever seen, I've checked around. I haven't really seen anybody do it in Maryland or in Baltimore. I'm doing a one-man motivational show. Tickets went on sale yesterday. Tickets are moving at a high rate. I'm very thankful to everybody who's purchased a ticket online or who plans on purchasing the ticket when they get paid this weekend. And only thing I want to say about that is treat my tickets just like you treat these concert tickets. Don't short me, and I won't short you when it comes time for the show. Don't wait till the last minute to get my tickets and you're going to spend your rent money on Beyonce or Kanye. Don't do me like that. You know, I'm from your city. Let's continue to support positivity. If you want to reach me on any social media, it's at Mr. Be Easy Forever, MRBEZ, the number 4 and ever. I keep it that way on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9. Keep it real simple. Or you can just Google Be Easy Clothing Company, and I promise you, we're the number 1 top on Google.
Nice. So December the 6th, please go out and support my man. Check him out. He's phenomenal behind the mic. Support people in your own city.
All right. So, like I said, I'm Mike. I own CM Mobile Detail. We're a full-service mobile detailing company that provides auto detailing by appointments only. We service Baltimore, D.C., Virginia, and Pennsylvania with no additional surcharges. All right. Our vehicles come fully equipped as if you would go to the car wash. Our vehicles come to you just like that. We have our own power, our own water, our own supplies, so we don't use anything from the customers. All we need is your payment, practically. And you can pay online.
Okay.
You don't have to pay cash. You PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever form of payment you want to pay, we accept it.
Gotcha.
All right. We service homes, cars, trucks. So if you need your siding on your home, pressure wash, we do that as well. We'll give all-star quality cleaning and take care of that for you. Boats, RV, buses, tractors, and trains.
How about airplanes?
Yes.
Gotcha.
We do airplanes as well.
Okay.
We did a private jet, and anybody know us? Well, we did a private jet. I want to say a few months back. We did a private. Oh, where you located again? We located in the Baltimore area. So you can follow us as CM. That's the letter C is in Charlie, M is in Michael, Mobile Detail on all social media, or you can Google us, and we will come up in the top 3. So if you have any questions, you can just post them. Get with Mr. Mills. He know how to find us. And thank y'all for having us.
Once again, my name is Chris Campbell. I own All-Star Quality Cleaning Services. If you need your carpets clean or upholstery cleaning, that's our specialty. Give us a call at 410-701-0065. You can also look us up on Facebook at All-Star Quality Services and see all the previous pictures of all before and after work that we've done. Yeah, if you want the best in town, just give me a call. That's how it's going to go downtown. If you call anybody else, you're just going to be wasting your money. I can promise you that. We don't do any gimmicks. We do flat pricing. We don't add on prices. We don't bait and switch. You know, this is an honest business. Flat rates, great jobs. And also check us out. What's So Funny Wednesdays, every single Wednesday. Now, unfortunately, What's So Funny Wednesdays ends the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Every year we end at the same time. Let the winter pass. We either go around looking for new venues, new sponsors, new banners, new logos. Like, we revamp everything and come back and do it for another season. And this is the 3rd season of What's So Funny Wednesdays. So if you have not been to the show. within the last 3 years, you are missing out. I promise you. Come out. You'll have a really, really, really good time. It's like a happy hour and wilding out. It's like a mixture of the two. You've been, you know. So we do improv, and if you're a comedian or if you're inspiring to be a comedian, come out. Come out. Don't think that because you didn't get on the lineup or you don't have a contact information that you can't perform. Our platform is mainly for up and coming comedians because those comedians are the hungriest. They ready to go. They ready to learn. And we don't only have amateur comedians, but we have also, well-known comedians and more polished comedians as well too. So you'll find a different variety of comedians. Come on out. 120 West 25th Street, St. Mary's Jamaican Restaurant and Bar. We on the second floor. Great food. It's $5 before 8 p.m. And we use a portion of the profits that we make in order to do the things that we do in our community. So not only are you coming out, enjoying yourself and having a good time, but just know when you leave by the end of the night that you actually bought a child their book bag for back to school, or you participated in our Easter egg hunt without even being there. You helped us feed the homeless when we go out to feed the homeless on Sunday, and you wasn't even there because you came to the show and participated and had a good time. So I look forward to seeing you guys. You can Full Circle is FULL_O_ENT on social media, Twitter and Instagram. You can find us at Full Circle Baltimore on Facebook as well too. So thank y'all for having us. I appreciate y'all. This was so
I can
much
tell
fun.
you guys out there, What's So Funny Wednesdays, it is hilarious. I was there last week. Good environment. The food is great. And these gentlemen, again, it's a win-win situation. You get to come out, have a good time, and knowing that your $5 or whatever you contribute to What's So Funny Wednesdays is actually going back to the community, so it can make the communities in which we live in a much better place. Now, guys, before I let you go, rapid fire. It's three of you good brothers, so I got some questions, and it's based on trios.
Okay.
Right? So, guys are basketball fans, right? Some hoops. Jordan, Rodman, Pippen, Bird, McHale, Parrish, or Magic, Kareem, and Worthy. We're going to start with you. You got the mic. Out of those trios, who you going to take?
Whatever team Michael Jordan on, I'm just going to go with that one.
Go with Mike. Fair enough.
Magic.
I'm a Bulls fan.
Oh,
Yeah, all
okay.
day.
Okay. 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 So everybody's riding with Mike. So football fans, right? I know you guys are Ravens fans. Sorry to hear that. No, I'm just joking. Do not kill me, Baltimore. Born and raised in Baltimore, but I'm a diehard Eagles fan. So this trio. I was doing well, and I just blew it, man.
Right. It's all right. He had to do it. He had to do it for the end of the show.
Man, we don't want to talk about that. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Montana, Rice, Roger Craig, Randall Cunningham, Randy Moss, or Chris Carter. Who are you going to take? Pressure is on now. Just got hot in here, ladies and gentlemen. Pressure is on. Now you go first. Pressure is on.
You know what? As much as I hate to admit this, Aikman and the Dallas was that in 91 through 93. If you watch football, they just dominated. Mm-hmm. It was crazy, man. Aikman was that guy.
Yeah.
You wanted the number 8 jersey. That's why so many Dallas fans, because of the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to hurt your heart, but Cunningham, Carter, and Moss.
What's the problem?
They were a problem.
So Dallas.
Randy was a beast.
With them hands, man.
And Chris Carter was catching everything.
Chris Carter was a beast, man.
Yeah.
He still talked that talk, too, man.
Irvin.
He still talked that talk.
Irvin wasn't Chris Carter.
He wasn't Chris Carter.
He was not Chris Carter.
That running game.
Yeah.
Emmitt Smith running game was.
Yeah.
Carter, Cunningham, and Moss. Carter, Cunningham,
Had to
and
repeat
Moss.
it for
Okay? Enough said.
I'm with Mike.
Carter, Cunningham, and Moss. Next question.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Rashad Mills Show here on powerofpurposeradio.com. Somebody had mentioned happy hour earlier. Speaking of happy hour, check me out every Friday, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm going to give you happy hour at 5 a.m. in the morning, just inspiration, motivation. If you need somebody to come out and speak, hit me up, Rashad Speaks at rashadmills.com. With that being said, we, the trio and I, we are out of here. See you next week.
Thank y'all.
That was good stuff, fellas. Thank y'all for